Are you caught in a web of codependency? Today I would like to share with you about the victim triangle as opposed to the empowerment triangle from a book I love called The Power of Ted. In the victim triangle, there's a rescuer, and that rescuer has someone that they're helping. Sometimes that rescuer feels like they need to be needed, and they love to do things for other people because it feels so good. There's two sides of this. There's the person that's rescuing, and then the person that's receiving the rescue. That rescuer is the one that feels like they love doing things for other people because of the immediate gratification of needing to be needed. On the other side is the person receiving the rescuing, and when someone feels as if they are being rescued, it puts inside of them an identity that they are not capable of handling it themselves. I can tell you because that is the way that I grew up in my own personal experience. It carried on with me until I got to be a mother, and then I recognized that I was trying to rescue my own kids. One example of that was when I would try to teach my children to do something. We would be doing a project with our hands or something, and then I would grab the thing out of their hands and start to do it for them. As I look back on this experience, I recognize that that is the rescuer inside of me that needed to be needed. I needed to be the one doing for them the thing that I was trying to teach them to do. The problem with this kind of behavior is it stops the progress of the person being rescued. They feel like they're not growing and they're not being allowed to learn how to think for themselves. So in the long term, it creates an identity in the person being rescued that they're helpless and that they're weak and that they are incapable. The opposite of codependency is interdependence. But in order to get to that state of interdependence where you're working together in a cooperative relationship, you need to go through a stage of independence. In The Power of Ted, it teaches that the opposite of the rescuer is the empowerment coach, the challenger. So someone that is able to help that person learn where they are and empower them to grow. So they can go from that stage of codependence to independence and then eventually interdependence. The antidote for codependency is truly learning principles so that you can learn to change your thinking patterns from one of feeling incapable or of rescuing other people into that new mindset of helping other people grow, because it really is the win-win situation that is best for both of you. It's best for the rescuer learning how to empower other people because it helps them to grow as a person, as well as that person that's being rescued become what the book says the opposite of the victim is, a creator. If you would like to learn how to untangle this web of codependency, I would love for you to join us in a book discussion that we are having on The Power of Ted at the end of this month. If you happen to listen to this recording later and you want to listen to the book discussion, then you can get a recording of that inside of our Facebook group for emotionally sensitive souls. It's an amazing book, and I would love for you to learn with me. See you there.